These three platforms are all decentralized exchanges. A decentralized exchange is where liquidity providers can come and earn income on their cryptocurrency assets, and then traders can come to these exchanges and execute trades as if they were to trade on a centralized exchange. But these trades are directly through their wallet, and it's decentralized, and there's cheaper fees. With that being said, I want to talk about the process of liquidity mining. That way we know exactly what we're doing and what the risks associated are. Whenever we're liquidity mining, there are three different parties, one of which is an automated smart contract, which is known as the liquidity pool. Then we also have the liquidity provider, which is people like us who want to actually earn passive income by providing liquidity. And then there's also the trader. The trader is the person that's going to be making us the money. We are providing a service to this trader, something that is known as liquidity as a service. So a trader would come in here and swap Ethereum for USDC, basically saying they would sell their Ethereum for USDC. They would end up having to put Ethereum into the smart contract and take out USDC. But where does that money come from? Where is that USDC in the first place? And where does that Ethereum that they're putting into the smart contract go to? That goes to the liquidity providers, and it comes from the liquidity providers. The liquidity providers are putting both assets in the liquidity pool. So they would be putting Ethereum and USDC. Make sure to... Anyways, the liquidity providers like us would be parking our liquidity in the smart contract, and when a trader makes a trade, they would instantly get it. Liquidity providers park their capital for as long as they would like. They could park it for 1 year or 1 day. But traders, it's instant. They could put in their Ethereum and right out they would get their USDC. Well, with that being said, I want to dive a bit deeper. So let's just say as a liquidity provider, we start with $10,000 of Ethereum and $10,000 of USDC. So a 50-50 weight on our assets where we would be having an equal split. So guess what? If a $1,000 Ethereum trade comes in, then we'd end up having a little more Ethereum. So we might end up having like $11,000 in Ethereum, and then we might end up having a bit less USDC. So we might have like $9,000 USDC. And this is because our portfolio is rebalancing. And another thing is there can be something called divergence loss. So we could start with like $20,000, let's just say. But the thing is, as the price moves up, yes, our $20,000 could make a bit of money. It could go to $21,000. Let me write that here. Or it could go to $22,000. Or so on and so forth. But the thing is, we are being sold out of Ethereum. Our Ethereum is being shifted into USDC. Why? Because people are buying Ethereum, which is the reason why it's going up, and then they're giving us USDC. And on the downside, what's going to happen is the opposite. We're going to be sold out of USDC into Ethereum. And this is because people are selling our Ethereum to us. We are taking on exposure to it. That's exactly how liquidity mining works. Now, the fee that we're getting paid comes from this input right here. So that's going to go right over here to the liquidity providers. Typically, that is around 0.3% on average. It just depends on the liquidity pair. Now, this example is just Ethereum to USDC. There are also something called crypto to stablecoin positions, where you can pair something like Ethereum to a stablecoin, or you can pair wrapped Bitcoin to a stablecoin, stuff like that. There's also going to be crypto to crypto pairs, where they're going to be more correlated. And they could be more correlated because maybe both assets typically move in the same direction. Or it could be the other way around, where they might not move in the same direction. And that's what we're going to be diving into today. Now, looking at Uniswap, it's a pretty simple interface for trading. If you want to trade and swap a cryptocurrency, you go to trade and swap. Say someone wants to swap Ethereum for Aave, you just type in the amount of Ethereum. So say I want to swap 4 Ethereum, you'd be getting 60 Aave, and scrolling down, you can see the fee. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is the fee that the trader pays that will be paid out to liquidity providers like me. Now,
hope you've heard that. So providing liquidity is one of the surest way you can actually make money passively in this 21st century, I tell you. If you open your eyes to this strategy, you will be shocked by the kind of money we make. So for me, before I discovered this strategy, I actually been in search for a simple strategy that can be done anywhere in the world, and that can also be in control. I have a couple of them, but this is also an addition to what I already have, and very sweet. I would like you to give it a try. This training will change your life, will change your mindset, will change your view about the crypto space. I'm telling you. So what I will advise you to do right now, for those who are interested, there is a link in the description of this video. You can click on it and let's connect. Let's connect, guys. this is the time for you to begin to learn skills that will help you survive anywhere in the world, anytime, any day. Skills that will help you be in control, skills that will put you ahead of the game. All right, see you on the other side, and bye for now.